It is Taco Tuesday around here, and we are making one of my favorite, actually one of the family's favorite recipes. I like to call them Enchurritos. They are a combination of an enchilada and a burrito. This is inspired by Ree Drummond, who's one of my very favorite celebrity chefs, because I always seem to really kind of have on hand what I need to make her recipes. So this is one of hers. She calls it beef and bean burritos, but after making them a few times and making some tweaks to them, we now call them Enchurritos. And so what we're doing right now is browning some ground beef in our stainless steel skillet. I'm of course going to be using the mix and chop to break this up. My meat is still a tad frozen in the middle, which is even better for the mix and chop because it really does kind of break up that like really middle center that still is a tad bit frozen. I took out my meat a little later than I wanted to today. So we're going to break this up, and the mix and chop is great because you can make it real fine crumbles if you want to. The great thing too is I'm using a leaner meat. Normally, like if I make burgers, I do like an 80-20 because you want that fat in there. This one is the leaner meat that we got from Butcher Box, and so I think it is a 90-10, which I like using for this recipe because then I don't have to really drain out any of the fat, which is nice. If you do have a meat in the 80s, I definitely would drain out some of the fat before you add the other ingredients. I am going to do a little bit of a shortcut today because I did only buy one onion from the store when I meant to get two. And so instead of an onion to this, we're gonna add the 3 onion rub to this, or just onion powder. So one of those two, that's totally acceptable. And then taco seasoning, I don't know what happened to it. I don't know if it fell out of the bag or if maybe I didn't order it. So I'm using Southwest seasoning, but you can also make your own taco seasoning with chili powder and cumin and oregano and salt. You can throw that together really easily too. So I just pulled out the Southwest seasoning. So 2 spices in place of taco seasoning and a fresh onion. We're going to use some rubs. And then you use a jar of enchilada sauce to cook your meat in. So it's a real saucy meat. So I'm going to show you real quick how to open it with our can opener. Our can opener is different than most can openers. You actually open from the top, not from the side. And it also cuts the outside of the rim instead of on the inside of the rim, which leaves it not sharp. So what you're going to do is you're going to put the can lid between the 2 gears here, and you're going to go around the outside of the can. A lot of my arthritic customers like this can opener because it's super smooth and super easy to use. If you heard that click or saw that slip, that means it got all the way around. So then you're just going to turn it a quarter way the other way to release it from the can. There we go. Throwing stuff now. And then what you're going to do is you're going to use these little like pinchers here, these little like ant pinchers or jaws of life, and that's going to clamp the side of the can, and you're going to press this button to actually close the teeth, and then you'll just use the leverage to open the top of the can. And then look, no sharp edges. And it's great because then your can lid doesn't fall inside of your can either. So this is going to go inside of our meat. Let me just get a paper towel to wipe my fingers off. And then our other can is going to be used to top our Enchurritos because, like I said, it's kind of like an enchilada. So we're going to wrap these up in a tortilla, and then we're going to put some sauce on top of them, and that's how they're served, and we eat them with like a knife and fork. The other part to this is actually the bean part. So we have some just traditional refried beans here, and you could do this on the stovetop, but I love using my micro cookers because it's really easy to wash, and it goes in the microwave without me having to think about it. So again, I'll just open up my can real quick. I'm going to use my 1-quart micro cooker. And we're just going to scoop out the refried beans. If you're not a refried beans fan, I mean, this isn't totally necessary. I am a huge refried beans fan. My daughter is, my husband. And so this is absolutely necessary in our beef and bean Enchurritos. And then to this, to spice it up a little bit, we're going to add some shredded cheddar cheese. And if you watched my video yesterday, you noticed that I had pre-shredded mozzarella cheese. Well, that is not normal in my house. Normally, I am a black girl, and I shred my own because it tastes better, it melts better, it's cheaper. So what we're going to do is just take our adjustable coarse grater, and you can close this flat for storage. You can do it in a V-shaped for standing on a cutting board, or you can open up all the way over the top of the bowl. So we're going to do some for our refried beans, and then we're also going to do some for the tops of our Enchurritos as well. I'm going to do it in a V shape, and how you do that's kind of like a walkie-talkie. So this isn't necessarily a button, but it's kind of leverage where you pull the handle over and then you're able to release it and open it, okay? So I'm just gonna take my cheese and just gonna do long, nice shreds of it right over the top. And look at how quick this goes. Look at how nice these shreds are. I mean, you don't get shreds like this from pre-shredded cheese, and they taste amazing because they're not coated in any kind of preservatives. It is literally just milk product and enzymes. Okay, so like I said, we're gonna do a little extra here because you gotta snack on a little bit, right? Also for our Enchurritos and for inside of our refried beans. So this will just go in here. We're gonna mix in some of the cheese to kind of add just a little tang to those refried beans, and then the rest of this will be for the top of our Enchurritos. I'm not gonna put it in the microwave quite yet because I actually have some Mexican rice in there right now in our larger micro cooker. I told you I like my micro cookers. So we're gonna wait to do that. So while that's going, I'm just gonna finish browning up my ground beef here. All that's gonna go in here, like I said, is the free onion rub, the Southwest seasoning rub, and then the enchilada sauce. And that just comes to a simmer, just so that it kind of all melds together. And that is it. That's when you start building your burritos. So I'll post some extra pictures of that. I'll post where you can find this recipe. It's actually in my meal plan guide for the week. I have a 5-day meal plan that I share with my customers. So I'll share that, and you guys can actually see what we're doing for dinner tomorrow as well, which is a pasta fagioli. Thursday, I'm not doing what's in that meal plan. I forget what I'm doing on Thursday. Oops. It's written down somewhere, but not in my head. And then Friday, we're just gonna do like a hot dog grill out because dinner doesn't have to be hard. This recipe definitely isn't hard, and this is something I throw together when we have normally busy nights. So I'll post all the pictures and recipes for you guys, and I hope you guys are having a good week and enjoying all the recipes coming your way. See you later.